What's chopping, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Chop It Up Radio. Today we are actually going to be chopping it up about Black enterprise business. And we have with us today my lovely guest, Mercedes Carter, who is an entrepreneur herself, a business owner, a Black community power builder.
Amen. Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
for having me on. I am honored. I watch, I tune in, and I definitely love what you guys are talking about and what you're bringing to the table. So it's an honor for me to be on Chop It Up Radio.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you again for coming. So before we actually get into what your business is and what you're bringing to the table, I just kind of want to have a chop it up type conversation with you first about business in general.
All right, let's talk.
But first, I guess tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Mercedes Carter. Mercedes Jenkins Carter. You know, I can't change the J. I can't drop the J because I love MJ, but now I'm just MJC. But I am a bookkeeper by day. I went to school for business management. I've been in the industry for a while. I enjoy it, but my passion is actually Black business, empowering and supporting the community, which is what my Black Beauty Box is. It's a combination of my passion and what I'm naturally good at. And if you put that together, you have my Black Beauty Box.
Did you go to school for business?
I did. I went to UC Merced, and I majored in business. And when I got out of school, it's funny because my first job out of school was in the industry I work in now. But they didn't have a website or anything. So when they were like, come work for us, I was like, this is a scam. I know it's a scam. I'm just waiting for them to ask me for some money, and I talked myself up real good. I said, and I sell life insurance and I do this. I talked myself up good because I thought it was a scam. But no, literally, I was like, I can't start this week. I can start next week. And they literally waited until I was ready. And I came out of school and I had that job. And I was just like,
okay. All right. So you did go to school for business. That's good. I didn't know. I know we talked before, but I didn't know that you actually went to school for business. So that's good. So moving along, now we can get to the juicy part. What can you tell the audience about Black economics? Like, what do you feel about Black economics? How important is Black economics in the Black community and empowerment and ownership? Like, how important is that to you, and where do you stand with that with your business?
Okay, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, that is definitely an 11. I feel very strongly about Black economics and as a people owning and pushing the agenda to get us all elevated. That is why my Black Beauty Box was formed, and that is the mission. We believe in collaboration, not competition. And just a little background, I was raised on the Black dollar. My mom, she worked for a Black-owned business. And the Black-owned business had Black employees, and they networked with other Black businesses. So it was a fully Black operation, like hands down.
So is that where you get some of your concepts from and some of your ideas from? Because your mom worked for a Black business, had Black employees, traded with other Black businesses and stuff like that. Does that kind of make up who you are?
That makes up the way the company operates. When she worked for the Black-owned company, it was the cobbler lady.
I'm not remember her.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't she up here on Crenshaw?
Yeah, she was the manager. She was the manager of the cobbler lady.
Man, I used to go there all the time.
Yeah, you probably see my
them
mom.
Cookies and what was them?
The oatmeal cookies.
No, not Heavenly Bakery. Those oatmeal cookies, but she had them tea cakes.
Yeah.
Ooh, them tea cakes was fire.
Tea cakes.
Them tea cakes was fire.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
It's on Manchester.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they moved to Manchester, and now they're called Cobbler Cakes and Creams, because it was the Cobbler Lady, the Cobbler Cafe, and now I think it's Cobbler Cakes and Creams.
Okay.
But my mom is she's not affiliated with them anymore. She doesn't work there, but she worked there for so long since I was a little girl. And like, that's what I knew. That's what I was really obsessed with. I was like, wow, this is some black girl magic right here.
Right. And that shit was the bomb. I'm glad you told me. Before you leave, I'm going to need to get that information so I can start, I love sweets. That's my weakness.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. But now I know. I thought they closed down.
No.
I didn't know they moved. I thought they were done. Yeah.
No, they didn't close.
Okay.
They still there.
So speaking about the cobbler lady, you know, bringing her up, and the type of business she had was a storefront.
Yep.
Right? So we know that technology's coming into play, and even though storefront businesses work, but they're kind of becoming a little bit primitive. What do you think about like the old school way of doing things and like technology? How does technology play a role, and how does it play a role in the black economics? Because the way I look at it, I look at technology and the internet as cyber real estate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, this is the time, actually it's been time, but this is the time to really get involved in that cyber real estate and start acquiring as much property as possible, because eventually these spaces are going to be worth, money.
A lot of money.
Because we haven't even seen the second big technology wave yet. And that's going to create multiple trillionaires in this country. Okay, that means there's going to be multiple billionaires, multiple million, 100,000aires. You know what I mean? So but what comes with that is poverty. Not going to get too deep, but what comes with all those people be getting all that money, and that 1% getting all that money, that means more people are going to be out of jobs, more people are going to be left without any means of making money. So how do you think about technology? Because you have an internet-based business. Yeah. So how does technology play a role in your business and the black community as a whole?
Well, I feel technology definitely opens the door for a lot of businesses who can't necessarily do a storefront. I think storefronts are still needed because it has that luxury of being there when you need it, as opposed to you waiting for shipping and stuff. So, I mean, I can see the advantage of both of them. I feel online is where we're headed. And if you can have both, then you have the best of both worlds. If you have an online and a storefront, I feel like you are really making it happen then.
Yeah. So, and I feel the same way. Actually, I was on the phone today talking with a close friend of mine, and we were talking about starting up a food truck business.
Oh, nice.
So therefore, it's like a storefront, but you don't have to pay no rent.
Exactly.
It's rent free. Once you make the initial investment for the truck itself, you can actually turn that shit into a store. You can sell food, you can sell T-shirts, you can sell stuff online.
You can.
You know what I mean? You can do it all from that truck, and you don't have to worry about the storefront rent. So I think both are important, but I also think that we as black people really need to be getting into this technology stuff, because it's going to affect us the most when it really takes off. And then that brings me to competition, like especially competition from immigrants, because what happens is now that we have so many immigrants in America now, the competition for foundational black Americans is even thicker.
It's fierce, yeah.
Before we just had to compete against ourselves, you know what I mean? Now we have to compete against multiple immigrants, in our community. I'm not concerned about them in their own communities, but I'm saying in our community, and that's also a sign that there's money in the black community, because if it wasn't no money in the black community, why is so many people coming into the black community opening up stores, whether they be liquor stores, clothing stores,
beauty
supply stores, which is a multi-billion-dollar business. We ain't gonna even get into that. I'm gonna do a separate show for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so money. What do you feel about that whole competition? Does it affect you online? Is it better for black people to go online? That way people don't even know that it's a black business, because sometimes there's a lot of racism that plays a part, and people would purposely sabotage you and shit if you're a black-owned business. We've seen that decades and decades throughout American history, black businesses being sabotaged. And so does the online thing help you And as far as the competition is concerned.
I think with a store being online, I feel like when you stand for something, you have to stand for whatever you stand for and not turn left and right and stand on that. My Black Beauty Box, it has products from Black-owned businesses. Does that mean I have anything against other business owners? No.
No, right.
But this is something I relate to on a day-to-day. I feel like with the Black Lives Matter movement, or whatever you want to call it, you can say a lot of the Black-owned companies have been given the spotlight and the green light. So those companies that felt the need to hide behind like a face that didn't match theirs, they don't have to do that anymore. So for companies that do that, I mean, I understand why they do it, but I feel like now, because of everything going on, it's definitely not necessary. You can, show your face and show that you're using your products and your products work, and they'll still sell now. Yeah,
that's true. And this, I guess it's kind of like, I see a lot of, I don't know why that these pop up on my timeline, but I see a lot of Black beauty tutorials online for Black women, Black women's hair, Black women's makeup. I think it's so beautiful. You know what I mean? I think it's so beautiful. And then when you look into the comment section, you're seeing white women, Hispanic women, Asian women. I'm not a big proponent on us giving up too much of our cultural techniques and shit. I think that's kind of sacred. And I think people take that stuff and they bring it into their own culture, and they don't really give back and let people know where they got that from, so, but I think it's cool that other people comment, other people like it, you know what I mean, and want to try it. I think it's dope, but at the same time, we got to be careful that we don't give too much of our culture up, because our culture is actually an economic base.
Yeah, it is.
Like, when you really think about Black American culture and it leading the whole pop industry, pop culture is Black culture.
Yeah, definitely.
Worldwide.
Definitely.
Without a question. Worldwide. So, but who's making all the money off our culture?
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
And I have a saying, I think I might say it on every show, but I have a saying that says Black culture to Black people should be what oil is to Arabs. You know what I mean? So what oil is to Arabs, that's what our culture should be to us. Exactly. We need to learn how to contain our culture, wrap it up and package it up, and sell it in where it needs to be sold. Like, we need to be ones in charge of our culture. To me, this is your business represents not only business, but it represents culture.
Yeah, it is.
You got products in there that are specifically for Black people. But don't get me wrong, if it's specifically for Black people, that means everybody can enjoy it. Okay?
Definitely.
If it works on us, it'll work on everybody. Right? That's guaranteed. So I have a question I wanted to ask you. This is kind of like, it's not a trick question or secret question. It's just a general question.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of something called the 4 quadrants?
I have not.
Four quadrants. Heard of that. Okay. The 4 quadrants.
Kind of like a square.
It is.
See?
It is a square that has 4 squares in it. It's a square that was created by an Asian guy by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. Right? And I think the name of that book was called Businesses of the 21st Century or something like that. If not, it might have been one of his books that I read. But I like this idea, and I think it works. It'll definitely work for anybody, including Black communities. And I think you know about it, but maybe you haven't heard it in these terms. But so you have the quadrant is a square, and within that square, it's like a tick. It's like 4 squares within the square.
Yeah.
On the left side, you have the active side. I'll explain this later. And on the right side, you have the passive income side. So the active income on the left side, and the right side, the passive income. So on the left side, you have 2 types of active incomes. You have something called employed, which is you exchange your time, effort for an income. You don't work, you don't get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. That means I'm employed. If I don't go to work, I ain't getting paid, especially after my vacations days are gone. Now, I can I can not work for a hot minute and still get paid for my vacation, but I've earned them vacation days. I've already worked for them. So if I don't go to work, I don't get paid, plain and simple. The second thing is self-employed. People think, a lot of people think because you're self-employed, you don't, it's not like a regular 9-to-5 job. I have a friend of mine that straight out of high school, he had got a little settlement because his mom had passed away. So he immediately went and started him a business, right? At 18, 19 years old. He literally kept that business up until recent times. I would say he probably sold it in his mid 40s.
Oh, that's
and
good.
This business sustained him for years. He was making over $100,000. It was a detail business, right? But the thing about it is, if he didn't go to work, he didn't get paid. Like he and his employees worked day to day. You know what I mean? They didn't have any special benefits or anything like that. He was a small self-employed business, and like I said, if he didn't go to work, he didn't get paid. If he was sick, he may find one of his employees to kind of run the business for him and whatever. But for the main part, if he didn't go to work, he didn't get paid.
And he probably had to do longer hours.
And he had to put longer hours in. And he was the face of the company. It was banging because of who he was. He's a people person. He's funny. He's got this charisma about himself. He has this humor, and he's a big guy, so people love him. He had that whole aura. Yeah. Okay, so it was really him. So even if somebody else would have started trying to take over,
it wasn't work.
It wasn't gonna work.
Wasn't gonna work.
Okay, he's that type of hustler guy. So on the passive income side, we have big business. Big business don't mean self-employed business. We talking big business, right?
Like franchise?
Maybe franchise businesses, even maybe not that big, but I'm pretty sure, something on that lines, because the other thing on the passive income side is investor. So my goal is to have passive income.
Oh yeah.
I want to be at home, or I want to be on vacation, and I want them checks to continue to roll in. You know what I mean? And I think with internet businesses, I think that's where that ties in. I think it automatically can put us on the passive side of income. Especially when it's really doing this thing.
When it's really
all you would have to do is focus on advertisement, keeping products in stock, and expanding and getting multiple streams of income. I think multiple streams of income, also that investor side, will catapult us to the next level. So,
I agree, 100%.
So that's the 4 quadrant. Robert Kiyosaki brought that to the table, but I think as black people, we can all benefit from that understanding. What do you think about that?
Yeah, when you started going into detail about what it was, I was like, oh yeah, I've heard of this. And I definitely feel like when you are making that passive income and your money is working for you, that's when you can honestly feel like you made it, because you don't have to put in those long hours and stuff like that, because you already built up, the empire, and now it's running itself, and you're just sleeping, making money. And that's definitely something that as a whole, we can definitely take advantage of, and we do need to take advantage of that. So yeah,
Right. So, how can the black community take advantage of that? Like, how do we, because the thing is, man, it's like, I know, but when you go out to the community, we still living in the 80s and the 70s almost to some degree. You know what I mean? It's like, I know people that don't know shit about the internet, and they not too old. It's not like you too old. Like, these are young people who are, it's like they're stuck in a sunken place, but not a sunken place with some Kanye West, Kim Kardashian type sunken place. It's a nigga sunken place too.
It's a real one.
It's a nigga sunken place. You got some niggas out here that's stuck in the nigga sunken place, where it's just full of niggas, doing some ignorant shit.
It's real life.
Excuse my French. I kind of express myself how I want on this show. This is my living room.
Yeah, this is your zone.
So this is how we talk in the living room.
Yeah, you express.
This is chopping it up in the living room. I should have named it chopping up in the living room as opposed to chopping it up radio, but because this is just how we talk. But anyway, so it's like, I don't know. How do we get to the masses?
You know what? That's a question that I feel is as old as time, because you can tell people and you can tell people and you can tell people, you know, it's just like that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So it's like, at some point, you tell people and they don't listen. It's like they become complacent. They feel like there is no out. They feel like there is no way to get ahead. And those people you can't reason with because they already gave up.
And I hate to say that, but it's kind of true. But at the same time, there has to be a time. We can't just give up. Okay, I understand what you're saying. And I totally agree. But I have in my notes right here that maybe, because especially with all this Black Lives Matter stuff going on, like you said, a lot of black businesses are being exposed and stuff like that. And black people are kind of starting to come together on a grassroots level.
Yes.
And they're pulling and see, with our community, the main thing is the trust factor. We don't want to do business with each other because a lot of it comes from not trusting and bad morals and, you know, bad experience business-wise with our people. So it's like, I'm not giving this nigga no money, or I'm not investing nothing in his. I'm not doing this. We have to get out of that thing. And we just have to get together and do things legally. That way people won't be getting beat out of money. Exactly. If you know how to do business deals legally, there's going to be paperwork involved. Okay, well, you can't get beat. Like when I do business, I make sure I've done enough business deals in my life to where I've gotten beat, but when you learn how to do real business deals and the paperwork's involved, something might be able to slip through, but shit, you might be able to sue this person, or it might have to go through an escrow account where your check is coming directly from the escrow, not from some person. I don't know, but you got to figure it out. And I've been noticing in the black community, like, I've been getting calls from, I don't know, these, I don't want to call it a pyramid thing, but this thing you invest in, it's kind of like you bring two people in and you bring two people in. It's kind of like a pyramid thing. I don't want to call it that because that has a bad kind of a name to attach to it, but yeah, so I've been noticing a lot of that. And I think in our community, our spending habits are horrible, first of all.
Ooh, tell me about it.
Our spending habit, we don't have no race loyalty. We don't care who we spend our money with. So we have to first change that idea. Okay, you just can't go anywhere spending your money. I know it's hard sometimes, but it still has to be on your mind. It has to be conscious of it. A lot of this stuff is taught from the home.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
It does.
So as an economic power, I think we have to start thinking about investing as a group, you know?
I agree 100%. A lot of people say, I go to this nail shop or I go to this beauty supply because I didn't know there was, a black nail tech, or I didn't know there was a black-owned beauty supply. But I feel like now with everything that's coming up, you have no more excuses as to why you're not supporting. You're just following
or at least
your
trying.
own agenda.
Right, at least trying to find somewhere to support. Like whenever you need a certain product, it'd be good to try to, I mean, even me, I'm guilty of this. Even, trying to find a product to buy from a black person. But one thing I do say about me, I ain't been to no swap meet in, I ain't been to no swap meet in over 30 years. I have not spent my money in no damn swap meet in 30 years, and I ain't been to no beauty supply store in about 25.
That's deep.
I have not spent a dime because I just can't do it. Not, especially when like when you know about the black beauty hair business, like I've studied it and researched it, man. You feel like somebody went in your pockets and stole your money as a little kid. You feel like you want to fuck somebody up when you learn how they took over that business. See, this didn't happen. This was plotted and planned. Back in the 90s, it was a $16 billion business. I can't imagine what it is now because, we didn't have all this hair care products. We had it, but not like it is now. It's a fucking, got to be like a $30 billion business. And black women are leading the way. Okay? So I ain't going to even get into that, but just that alone will have you pissed off because that market is 100% supposed to be ours because 100% of the black dollar, they're dependent on 100% of black dollar. Don't nobody else go and buy those products.
They are 110% dependent on black dollar.
Yeah, nobody else buys those products.
No, not at all.
You know, and none of that money's generated back into the black community. It's taken out of the black community. So we got to get mindful of economics, y'all. We got to really start focusing in on that. We got to teach our kids this shit from day one. You know, I would say even before. I mean, I agree with knowledge of self. Like, you have to teach your kids knowledge of self. To me, that's the cure of all black problems because it helps us in the system of white supremacy, how to navigate ourselves at the same time tearing and dismantling white supremacy. But you got to have knowledge of self to understand that. Without knowledge of self, you're going to be so confused in this system of white supremacy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything.
That's right.
And I feel like I can relate to that on so many levels. One of the other reasons I started my Black Beauty Box is because I would go to beauty supplies and I would walk in there and I'd be like, oh, what do you guys have for my hair? And they're like, oh, you know, people with your hair use this. And
they don't know shit about your hair.
Exactly. I look right at their head. Their hair does not look like mine. You know, and
they don't look like you.
Exactly. So,
and like they don't even have they don't even have nobody in there that look like you.
Not at all. And like you said, like now I'm offended because I don't know where else to go. So now I'm gonna give you my money, you know. And then I'm also learning that a lot of products that they carry and sell, those wasn't even black owned.
Right.
I'm like, they making the stuff for black hair and they got it. It's a lie. I've been lied to my whole life.
So that's no, you think that'll make you mad. Wait till there's a few documentaries. I'll give you the documentary links before you leave, but there's some documentaries out there that will have you livid.
I don't know if I'm ready.
That will have you livid. I mean, it's nothing gruesome or nothing, but it just shows you step by step how they came in the 80s and actually took this business over. And it had a lot to do with us not knowing and understanding about economics, no race loyalty, and no black business networking on a small level. Yeah. Okay? And they took advantage of those three things when they came over here because a lot of these immigrants didn't really come over here until the 80s. Yeah, so that whole industry, like, we got to really talk about that, y'all, because that industry, the hair care, the beauty supply industry can be actually taken over. We can take that back, but we need the Oprahs, we need the Puffies, okay? And I know I've said some kind of fucked up shit online about Oprah, but I'm not, and I don't even expect Oprah to come in and try to take over business like that. But I'm just saying we need money. We need people with money to take that business over. It can be done in 1 year. And that's a $15 to $30 billion industry that is 100% dependent on the black dollar.
Yeah.
100%. That lets you know how much we spend our money in that industry.
I'm guilty.
You know what I mean?
Guilty.
Yeah. I mean, everybody is. You know,
lot.
And like what you were saying, some of those products weren't black owned, but a lot of them used to be.
That's the thing. I'm like. And we sold it out. We
sold them out. A lot of them used to be. So they're still making the products with the same ingredients and stuff. So it's for our hair, but they still don't know nothing about it. But they understand economics. They don't need to know nothing about our hair. As long as we just going in there willingly spending our money. And I'm going to move on because I want to talk about your business. I made another comment on another podcast about if a black person opened up, let's say, a Korean barbecue spot in Koreatown, and we had the fly bomb ass and it tastes like Korean barbecue, and we had all black people working in there, right? And we even had the Korean letters on the Korean barbecue restaurant.
They ain't coming.
Right. Do you think even if we had the cheaper prices, we had everything undercut, everything, do you think for 1 minute that they gonna come in there and spend all their money with us?
No, not at all. I just thought about Popeyes when you was talking because I look at the commercials and I don't see not a one black person in there. No, but I'm still gonna give me some Popeyes.
What you mean you don't see one person in the commercial?
No, not one black person. When I go and actually into Popeyes,
I'll
be like, Now, I know in the commercial it was the lady talking about the Creole and all that good stuff. Where is she at?
That's just a prop.
She's not here.
She's a prop up.
Yeah, see, that offends me.
Yeah. So again, y'all, black economics is very important. Black empowerment is very important. We talked about something called the 5-story building on this show. That talks about black empowerment. Go back and listen to that podcast. And so this is where we move in here. When we talk about economics or black entrepreneur businesses on this show, it's all from a black perspective, you know.
Yeah.
Moving on, I want to know what's up with these boxes. What do these boxes represent?
So these boxes represent every beauty business, every health and wellness business, every black-owned business, period. Because that's what these boxes are. Everything from that logo that you see on the box is black-owned. A black graffiti artist made the logo, and everything inside of that box is black-owned. So this is black excellence right here. This box is black excellence.
Just the box alone.
Just alone.
We ain't talking about what's in the box.
Exactly. You touch it, feel like $1 million right there.
The box alone is black excellence, right?
Yes, it is.
All black, from all black businesses, you know. As far as getting back to the black networking and the roots you come from and how your mama networked with black businesses and stuff like that, explain to the audience, like what you do, like what do you put in those boxes? How do you network with other black companies? And you know, how is it all put together?
Okay.
And then if you can, we can start showing the people what's inside them damn boxes.
That's the good part. So when we put together a box, we first come up with the theme. And the theme can be anything to where maybe one day I'm washing my hair and I'm like, man, you know, I really wish I had some black owned shampoo and conditioner. So let's make a hair box. And so we did. Or it might be like on Instagram or email where a lot of black businesses in one specific industry keeps messaging and say, hey, can I be in a box? Can I be in a box? Can I be in a box? And that's what happened with our August box. A lot of businesses in the candle industry, they kept messaging us like, ooh, do you have a candle box? And we didn't, you know, but enough of them messaged us to where we made one. You know, they made that happen.
So let me make this clear. So what you do, you get these boxes, you put different products in the box from different black owned businesses.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly. Dope. That's really dope.
Yeah.
So you're getting like a 3-in-1, 4-in-1. Because the thing is, you got four.
Four.
You got four different black owned
products.
Yeah, from different black owned businesses. So out of that, those 4 black owned businesses probably are now networking with each other. You know what I'm saying? And then as far as the marketing, when you send those boxes out, each product is being marketed, you know, to a consumer.
Exactly.
So you're getting 4-in-1.
Exactly. And then each business represented in the box, they always post and they tag, and it's really getting the message out for all of the businesses at one time. So you're killing a couple of birds with one stone right there.
That's what I'm saying. I told you when we first talked about this, I was like, man, that is a bomb ass idea. Super, super dope.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna buy one of these boxes before you leave out of here.
I heard that.
I might order it online. I don't know, or just buy one from you. I got a credit card though.
Whichever,
but anyway,
whichever.
So can we?
Oh yeah.
Can we see?
Oh yes, indeed.
I feel like I'm about to eat a piece of cake.
Let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay, so this box, I don't know which one it is. I probably should have wrote, but it's about to be a
I'm
surprise.
pretty sure. Yeah, you know what's all. You know what's in your boxes. Let's see.
Okay, so this is the lather up box.
Oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. Like the close-ups is crazy. Look at that. Let me see. This looks like a piece of cake for real. I was talking about cake.
Oh yeah, that's a cupcake.
I feel like look at this shit. Can you see that?
It's all natural. You can probably eat it if you wanted to.
Look at that. And it's all natural?
All natural.
Don't tell me no shit like
natural.
that.
100%.
My stupid ass didn't try to bite that damn Yeah, it look nice. It look like what do you call them ice creams you buy from the ice cream truck with the?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It do.
Man.
The
strawberry shortcake. That's what it looked like, man.
And then the good thing also about the boxes is that all the companies in each box, they're all in the same industry. So remember that trust element you was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
That's how we build the trust.
The trust. Woo.
You're building the trust because we put them all in a chat group together.
Mm-hmm.
And in that chat group, we tell them, hey, do you have any questions that pertains to like packaging or anything like that? And then we invite them to exchange information and build that trust together. It's like they build the bond in those groups.
Right. Can I see a couple more?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you everything. I'm gonna show you everything.
Okay. My fault. I'm getting a little too excited.
Show you everything.
All right. So what's this box here that you just pulled? What was that box? What was that box called? Is that like
it's
the
lather up?
Lather up, and it consists of
loafer.
Okay.
That's a loafer.
Loafer. And what's this right here?
That is shower wash.
Shower wash. Okay. And this is obviously some kind of
soap.
Mm-hmm. Don't be trying to eat this shit either. I'm telling you, it looks like a piece.
Yeah, don't
cake.
eat
like
it.
Don't eat it. Or something. And then what is this here?
That is soap as well.
Look at this packaging, y'all.
Yes.
Look at this packaging. These are very professional packaged. Look at this. You know, very professional. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. So, okay, moving on. We got what's in the next box?
And then all of our boxes too.
Oh wait,
they come with goodies. So that is in the box, and that's free.
This one.
Y'all heard right. It's free.
Okay, so let me ask you this: who provides the free package? Is somebody from the other company, or you do it?
No, other companies do. So other companies reach out and they go, "Oh, I love your box. Can I include something in there for your customers?" Mm-hmm. And they usually like to do that to get exposure and stuff like that. And we're like, "Of course you can." And so that's what the customers get. And it's like all that stuff is for $20. And I'm just like,
wait, all this stuff is for $20?
All that is $20. Yes.
Look at my mom. My daughter got her mouth wide open, looking like, what?
$20.
So is every box $20?
Every box is $20.
So it's pretty equal across the board.
It's equal across the board.
Okay.
And
come on, y'all.
Today,
let's listen to this.
Just today, we have a promo code. It's BLK Coffee, and that makes the box $15.
Damn.
You heard right, $15. So this next box, I don't know what's going. Oh, no wonder. It's not a twist. It's a pull. Anyway, this is our newest box. This is the August box, and it's called It's Lit. Okay.
It's lit. So that must be the candle box.
Yep. Smell that. Smell-o-vision. Is it?
Oh,
can we get that? Can we get some of that smell-o-vision? Not yet.
This the box I want. This the box I want.
Oh yeah.
I told you I like candles, so smell that. No.
Oh. And then we got this one right here.
Oh shit!
Wow, this is really
damn. Look, hold on.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Sweating and shit.
You said, wait a minute.
Look at this packaging, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking professional packaging. Huh? Yeah, look at this. Professional packaging. Can you see that? No, we're going to show. Yeah, we're going to show.
Wait a minute. There's another one. They made this specifically for the box right there. And then those two.
A Black Beauty box. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
You hear that? Promo codes, discounts. You see the box come with all that.
Now, what's in here? What's inside here?
Oh.
You don't have to open it.
Now we're going to open it right on up so you can see.
Let me see it. Man. Oh, my God.
Smell-o-vision.
It makes me feel like clean.
We're waiting for that smell-o-vision to come in.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is.
Yeah. That one's cocoa butter, and it's another candle
cocoa
called
butter, y'all.
Idris Iba, or however you pronounce it. Is it Idris or
Idris? Idris Elba, okay. Cocoa butter and Idris Elba. I can see that.
Oh, yeah.
This one melts into massage oil, and it has, this one is essential oils. So that's not for everybody. Some people are like, oh, essential oils are a bit strong for me, but it melts into massage oil. So that candle is legit if you want to do like a massage.
You said this is cocoa. This smells like cocoa butter.
That's peppermint and it's I think
oh
in there.
No, it smells like peppermint.
Lavender, I think.
Okay, now it smells like peppermint.
And then these are the freebies that come in that box. You see how big these freebies are? You see that?
Look at that packaging.
These freebies are huge.
Let me see.
These are the freebies. There you go.
It's some shampoo stuff?
That's shampoo and conditioner.
Wow. Look at that.
So this box just dropped.
That is very, very, very nice.
And then our last box, because we had June, July, and this is August. So this is June, this is August, and that one up there is July.
Okay, here we go.
It's my personal favorite.
Let me grab
My
that.
personal favorite. So this is Root Therapy. This is It's Lit. And this is Lather Up. This is It's Lit. And this is Root Therapy.
Okay.
Can anybody guess what Root Therapy is about?
Wait. Roof?
Root. R-O-O-T.
Oh, okay, hold on. Obviously it's probably gonna be some type of creams. No?
Close. No,
Okay.
no, close.
Oils, root therapy. Like some massage oils, some massage creams or something?
Close.
I don't know.
Close.
What we got?
Okay, well, Root Therapy is a hair box, because you know.
Oh, okay.
Root. Like nappy roots. You get it? Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking roots from the ground. I'm thinking like ginger root.
Yeah, see, my husband do all the cooking, so
Okay.
no. If he want to put together a box for that,
Yeah, I'm thinking about
I
ginger
might talk
roots
to him
or
about it, 'cause
turmeric root.
I ain't doing it. But that would be a good one. You see, that's how we get these ideas. We start talking, and people
Yeah.
throw out stuff, and we be like, "We're gonna do a box with that." So this one is a hair box. It comes with, of course, shampoo and conditioner. That is Define
Hair
Me
pudding.
Please hair pudding.
Hair pudding.
Yes.
I ain't gonna open that up.
And then it has
Okay.
edge control. This edge control smells so good.
Let me see. Ooh, that looks very interesting. Looks like some jello.
None of that.
Everything is smooth.
Nice, ain't it?
Yeah.
And it has a good edge brush. Get them things
Okay,
down.
that's the lady that baby hairs down, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
With
yeah,
that
and
brush,
I can already tell
make it happen.
with the I can already tell with the type of texture it is. This shit gonna work. I
Yeah.
can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I think my mom used it on a Saturday, and I came over on a Thursday, and she was still laid.
And it didn't dry up, no flakes, no nothing.
Laid it to the gods. I didn't
Damn.
know. It was.
What's this here?
That one is shampoo. At
Okay.
the bottom, it's the.
Oh yeah,
it's right
shampoo.
here.
Shampoo and,
And then this
conditioner.
is the conditioner.
All right.
And it's coconut oil.
Got the black girl magic on the bottle.
Yes, indeed.
You know, same for these bottles. You got some form of beautiful black woman in their hair. All right.
And then, so, you know, if we even look at the products, another thing is a lot of companies that have subscription boxes, they ask companies to strip off their logos and stuff from products and make it just kind of like generic because it's going in the box. I say keep your logo on there and put whatever you want as far as like promotion wise, because I want people to come to you. I want customers to come to you. I don't want them to come to me every time that you got to get to you. Like, the goal is not for us to, you know, necessarily get all the money for your products. Our goal is to push your brand out there to the forefront where it wouldn't be seen normally.
Right.
So yeah,
That's dope. Is it is it a lot of, obviously any business, sorry about that.
No worries.
Any business is a lot of work, but is it hard each month trying to find a different black businesses to kind of fulfill each box?
No, because we do vending events. Like, we did one this morning, and in the vending event, it'll be businesses there, and they'll be like, "Can I be in a box?" And then we go, "Yeah, of course, you can be in the box. Did you have anything in mind, like a theme or anything like that?" And then we just feed off of that, and then we post that we're starting this box, and more companies, they just come to us and they want to be in the box. It's not hard at all when it comes to finding people to put in the box.
Oh, that's dope. Do you do is there a process before they get in the box? Or they have to, you have to make sure their product is of quality. Like, do you pay attention to the texture, the quality, the smells, the wrap, how they package everything up? Does it have to meet a certain quality requirement for them to make it to the box, or is everybody accepted?
And so the only requirement we have to get in the box is to be a Black business owner. You know, like you were saying before, we of course have that paper trail. We have everybody in the box have to sign a partnership agreement that outlines certain things, like if somebody is having any adverse reaction to anything in the box, you know, and it's something specific to their product, you know, they're held liable and stuff like that. If anybody, also with that, our biggest thing was shipping, because like we didn't want products in the box to where we want to work with you and then you're shipping a whole month later. You know, I think that was a big thing for us, making sure that the companies represented in the box didn't procrastinate when it comes to shipping.
Right, because then ultimately that comes back on y'all. Like, hey, y'all referred me to this business and they're a piece of shit. They don't even ship out the product. How do you manage that? How do you know that they are going to ship on time, that it's going to be the same product they got in the box? How can you
the contract? The contract basically says, in order, because we buy wholesale, we buy wholesale from the businesses. So the contract says, in order for you to get paid, I need a tracking number. So if I don't get a tracking number, you're not going to get paid, because I don't know when you're going to ship. And if I don't know, what do I have to guarantee you're going to ship, you know?
Right.
Like, and then like you said, it's bad. It looks bad on my part because I don't know when you're going to ship. And if I tell people you're going to be in the box and you haven't shipped, you know, that's when things are like the gray area that contract kind of alleviates, you know?
Okay. Man, so we covered a lot today. I think that if anybody that's watching this, and if you're a Black person with a Black business or starting a Black business, reach out.
Definitely.
Reach out to Miss Mercedes and her beautiful Black box. Is that what it's called? Black box?
My Black Beauty Box.
My Black Beauty Box. Reach out to her. I'll have all of her information in the comment section, so don't forget to look for that. And let's support this sister. Let's support all Black businesses when we can. Okay, I know sometimes it's hard, but eventually the community will come together to where we don't have to drive 5 miles to go to the grocery store, 10 miles to go to the grocery store, to be right around the corner from you. But you have to start with support. You got to start somewhere. So, you know, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Mercedes, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I just want everybody to know that if you have a business, definitely start it. You know, keep driving, keep pushing. You know, every big business was once a little business, so don't let anything deter you. If you guys want to work with us, we definitely would love to work with you. We do not care if you have 10 followers or if you have no followers,
because it has to start somewhere. This is not a big platform. I don't have hardly any followers, but hopefully, you know, this platform will grow. People will see this 5 years down the line. Hopefully you'll still be popping by that time, and then all of a sudden you're gonna get a big surge. You're gonna be like, man, where are all these people coming from? And it's gonna be coming from Chop It Up Radio, because they're gonna be like, yeah, 5 years later, because this is gonna be on the internet forever.
Oh yeah.
So you got to be in business forever.
I am. That's the plan. Y'all keep me in business forever. You heard him.
Man, I appreciate that. So on that note, you guys, please let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll chop you later.